Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Office Hours with Jess. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to learn while sleeping. What a magical thought, huh? So, this actually is inspired by my teaching seminar that I actually just finished today. I actually gave this almost exact presentation to my seminar about how students learn. Because like I said, I am trying to get a teaching certificate through Harvard, and that's why I'm taking the seminar. And I figured, well, if I'm sharing this kind of cool information with my class, I might as well share it here as well. Um, so do want to acknowledge that seminar for inspiring this video, as well as the book that I got all of this information from, which is the ABCs of How We Learn. We were all assigned a chapter to sort of become experts on and then present it to the class. So of course, me being the person I am, I chose Z is for Z or sleep because I wanted to talk about sleeping and relaxing as my topic. So I'm going to show you all sort of what I presented to the class and learned from that chapter, which was kind of some cool information. But before I jump into that, I do want to do a quick little warm-up activity. And this is something you can just, sort of do on your own and keep in mind as I go through these next couple of slides. But I want you to just write down or think about how many hours of sleep did you get last night? Kind of think about that, process it. How many hours of sleep did I get? I think I slept a little over 7 hours, which is that's pretty normal for me. That's a good night's sleep. And then I want you to now think or write down a couple of words of how you are feeling today. And kind of relate that back to your answer to the first question. So I'm actually feeling great. I feel very well rested. Like I said, I really only need 7 hours of sleep and then I feel like fully functional. So that's just something for me, but I want you to sort of note like, okay, how are you feeling today? And how is that maybe related to your answer for number one? All right, I'm going to jump into sort of the content now. So for these are some couple of like fun facts that I learned in the chapter, or I guess this is more of the science behind it. But for learning to be deep, you must be good to your sleep. So definitely keep that in mind. Sleep helps us with learning. So it helps you stay alert. It helps you consolidate memories into long-term storage. And the way that actually, I guess, neurologically happens is during slow wave sleep. So the same neurons that fire up during learning actually reactivate during this phase of sleep. And research has been done to sort of prove this concept, such as a study done around memorizing Chinese characters and how people who did sleep and have that slow wave sleep were able to memorize writing Chinese characters better. A couple of recommendations that the chapter gave was one, to get enough sleep. And again, that can be different for different people. Like 7 is enough for me, but it might not be enough for most people. But what I thought was interesting was if you have 24 hours of no sleep, so if you essentially like pull an all-nighter, you're essentially operating almost as if you were at a 0.1% blood alcohol level, which is higher than what is allowed to get in a car and drive. So that's, pretty important to keep in mind. The chapter also recommended to take smart naps. And apparently these are the following intervals. So a short 10 to 15, 30-minute, 60-minute, or 90-minute, because this helps you avoid waking up during that slow wave sleep. And when you do wake up during slow wave sleep, that's what causes that like super groggy feeling. So apparently if you're able to nap in one of those intervals, it'll help you avoid waking up and then feeling groggy. And then lastly, this is the whole secret sauce of apparently how you can learn while you're actually asleep, but prompted sleep reactivation. There have been some studies that have showed that if you like play a recording or just like listen to something that you're trying to memorize or learn and you're actually asleep, that can help again with firing up those neurons, I guess, during slow wave sleep. I'm a little bit wary of this one. I've never actually tried it or heard of it directly working, but maybe it does. That's just something interesting to note. So if you're trying to memorize something, maybe record yourself saying it over and over and then play it while you're sleeping over and over. That might do the trick. Some other benefits of sleep that are directly and not directly related to, I guess, learning, but efficiency. It helps with preventing forgetting. It helps with greater athletic performance, something I'm definitely down for being a benefit. And also helps with improved insight. And really the only risk of sleep is getting too little. So the more, the better in this case. So why is sleep so important to me? I've shown you all this picture in a previous video because I've actually created a video about sort of sleep hygiene tips. I'll include the link below in the description for you all if you want to watch that video as well. But sleep is really important to me because I just have this like really fragile relationship with sleep. So I can only sleep. So I say I only need 7 hours of sleep a night, but my body also just like doesn't let me sleep any more than that, which can kind of be frustrating when I'm like really tired and I just like want to get like 8 hours of sleep. My body won't let me do that for some reason. It'll still naturally wake my body up after I get that 7 hours. So I'm always trying to find ways to like relax my body, relax my mind, to really optimize the sleep I can get just so that I can try and sleep a little bit more than 7 hours when I need it. And another important thing is I really do think that like this is related to the importance of just having balance and like remembering to rest and not to just always be go, 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 like doing work and like kind of neglecting what your body needs. So I mean, I always encourage my students to like really sleep and have balance. In class today, we actually talked about one of the more sort of tangible things that you can do as a TA or a teacher is to like never have 11:59 p.m. deadlines for assignments, because that's like just reinforcing really bad behavior and creating sort of like structural environments for students to encourage them to like have to stay up really late and like neglect sleep in order to get an assignment in on time. So I thought that was really interesting and definitely something I'm going to keep doing if, as a TA and if I become a professor is like never have midnight deadlines. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I never turn anything in that late, but it's definitely good not to encourage students to do that. And then I ended my little presentation today with a 1-minute mini meditation for sleep that I found. And I have the link here. I'm not going to do the meditation with you all, but I'll include that link as well in the description. So if you all want, but I do think, and I say this in my other video, that I think meditating is also a really wonderful way to kind of calm your mind and kind of let it regroup after you learn a lot of information and just need some time to step away and digest it all. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, but that's what I have for this week. Thank you so much.